A lot of people think of the National Football League an environment in which your performance on the field is really, really important, and maybe is the only thing that really matters in terms of your success. Receiving yards for receivers or passing yards for quarterbacks. And our research investigated whether there were other factors that would be taken into account, factors that you might think of as being related to a player's willingness to make sacrifices for the team's benefit. Staying after practice and running extra reps, or spending extra time in the weight room. We went out and searched a database called Factiva for each of the players in our sample, and identified a bunch of newspaper articles written about each player. And then we would just go through the articles looking for instances when either teammates or coaches of these players, when they were in college, talked about the player in terms of their going above and beyond to benefit the team. These team-oriented behaviors that we've been talking about are behaviors that were exhibited in college, but we found that they also those behaviors predicted a player's on-the-field performance in the NFL. So not only was it something that improved the prediction of where someone would get selected in the order, but it also determined how well they would play in the professional ranks. In today's business world, more and more organizations are moving from individual contributing kinds of structure. 75% of the Fortune 500 companies now consider themselves to be team-based organizations. And because of that, the ability to function well in a team and to engage in behaviors that will help the team to function more effectively are becoming increasingly important. The findings that we have here about the behaviors that help the team function effectively, and how to identify those and how to select employees who engage in those behaviors is really critical for practicing managers.